Now I want to talk about the Spurs and Houston. This is going to be real quick too. Wow, that was terrible. I mean, I've never seen. It's very rare you see a Popovich coach team get destroyed like that. But you know, D'Antoni, you give D'Antoni the right personnel, the dude can. You know, the dude will make your offense go. You give him that personnel because Houston was not that good last year. And when I say not that good, meaning not as good as they are this year, they are so much better this year, and it's because of D'Antoni. You give him the right set of pieces, and that guy will. I mean, he will coach, and he will make your team go. You know, I mean, he's got to have the right pieces, and he's got them. You know, when he was in L.A., people thought he had a great team. A bunch of stiffs. You know, Kobe was old at that point. He wasn't running up and down the court, getting shots off in 7 seconds. Then you got Dwight Howard. He's not running at all, ever. It was just a bad situation for him. He's in a great situation with Harden, who's just an offensive wizard. He can do whatever he wants with the ball. I've never seen anybody who can draw fouls like James, who can basically he gets contact like Allen Iverson, and maybe even better. He can just get that contact. He can find it. He searches for it and then draws it. He's a beast, and he did his thing today. He killed. You know, he did it. I think he had 14 assists, 30-some points. James is a beast. You gotta respect James Harden. James Harden, man, he's definitely top 5 players in the NBA. Off the top of my head, I gotta put him in the top 5, and that's tough because you got LeBron, number 1. I mean, KD and Steph are in there. That's 2, 3. Kawhi, that's 4. I mean, Harden this year is better than Steph. Period. Harden this year is better than Steph. Harden this year is, man. Do I want to say he's better than Durant this year? He's not better than Durant, but he's nasty. He's so nasty. He's so hard to guard. Goodness, like people cannot guard him. But what happened today? Houston just thoroughly dominated the Spurs, and I think the Spurs gave up. You know, and you know they're a very smart veteran team. They'll be back strong. I'm not sure who's going to win this series. But the Spurs are the last team I worry about. Whew. When it comes to, like, you know, bouncing back or having determination or having focus, even after this type of a beatdown. You see the very big difference between the beatdown that Toronto suffered and the beatdown the Spurs suffered. Because the Spurs have Popovich. And they have, you know that they are just the ultimate when it comes to being a team that knows how to play basketball the correct way. When you know how to play basketball the right way, then you know how to work together as a team. You know how to get shots easy and easier. And I mean Houston was hitting everything. Like Tony Parker was saying, you know, if they shoot like that, we're just going to shake their hands. If any team shoots like that, you got to just shake their hand. Unless you can match it. Some teams get hot and they go off. That team was hot, they went off, and, you know, Spurs got smacked for it. The Spurs are definitely not out of it. It's definitely not over. It's not close to over. I expect this series to go 6 or 7 games, but I'm not sure who's going to win. I mean, I think that when you got LaMarcus Aldridge playing like a bum, basically, you're not going to win. You need LaMarcus to give you 20 and 10. At least do that, bro. At least show up and be a regular. I mean, we're not even asking you to step it up in the playoffs and be better, but at least be like your average self for your career. Get 20 and 7. Don't forget 20 and 10. Get 20 and 7 on good shooting. And when you get the ball down low and Patrick Beverley is guarding you, go to work on him. Don't pass out of that. If you pass out of that, that just means you're worthless. That just means that you can't score on anybody because you can't even score on a 6-foot point guard who weighs $125 soaking wet. LaMarcus, get mad, step up and do the dang thing. Don't play so scared. I'm not mad at you. Actually, I'm kind of mad at you. I mean, I don't really care, honestly, but I know you're so much better than this, and the Spurs deserve better, and you deserve better. You know, go get your points. Fail. I mean, when I say fail, go fail, which means try and fail, which is better than not trying and not doing anything and having your team lose. When you get the ball and Patrick Beverley is guarding you, go to work. Please just score on him and just let us know that you're still an NBA basketball player. Because when you pass the ball out, it makes people think that you just don't even have it at all anymore and that you're done. So don't be done. I don't think you're done. You're not old enough to be done yet. You know, go back. You know, go back to the well. Go back to what you do. So what the Spurs want you to play different than what you're used to. Adjust. Be a good player. Be an all-star. You know, fit into a championship caliber team and do your thing. You know, you can tell LaMarcus is hurt. His feelings are hurt. Whatever. Dude, step up. You're getting paid millions and millions of dollars. Step up. Stop having a pout fest and ball. It's only going to help you. You know, it's only going to help you if you go hard. Go hard. You know what's a good way to go hard, LaMarcus? You know what's a good way to get involved? Just start banging on the glass, going for rebounds hard. Okay? Start doing that. That might get you in the game. You'll get some, you know, easy buckets here and there. You'll get hype. Whatever. Do something, though, because you're looking terrible. Kawhi's going to be Kawhi. I'm not worried about Kawhi whatsoever. Kawhi's a beast. But, you know, it was just when one team is completely on, one team is kind of off, and then, you know, your second best player is showing no heart and effort whatsoever, and he's scared to shoot on Patrick Beverley, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's kind of what happened today. So, I mean, LaMarcus, you got to have a pulse. You have to step up, and I know, like, and I don't like even calling players out. You know, you guys, I respect LaMarcus. I respect all NBA players more than any analysts do. You know, I respect them, and I think that, you know, they definitely get, I think they get a raw deal, honestly, even though they're getting paid millions. But, you know, at some point you gotta, like, say, okay, LaMarcus, you're a 20-10 guy. You're a legit 20-10, and you can be 30-10 if you play well. So we're not seeing anything close to you playing well. The Spurs need that. That's step one. Don't even talk to me if they can't. If that's all they can get out of LaMarcus, they're gonna lose this series for sure. So I don't want to hear. There's no reason to even really bring up what else the Spurs should or could do, because first they need to just fix the easy fix, which is LaMarcus. Like, be yourself. Or at least be yourself within the offense. And if you can't do that, then, you know, don't call yourself an NBA player, or don't call yourself an all-star. You're not worth those millions you got if you can't fit into a champion on a team that's obviously well coached in the Spurs. So there's no excuse for you, like, to say, oh, this system, that's a winning system, a proven winning system. If you can't ball inside that system, then what you've proven is that you're not good at playing winning basketball. That's what you're proving. So, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, like, you don't have to go get 20-10 or 30-10 or whatever. You don't. But you do have to play well within that system. So I'm sure you could get 15 points. You could go get 10 rebounds. You can go get 4 assists. You can go get, you know, 3 blocks. You can do everything. You know, if you're not going to get enough touches to score 20, 25, then go make your own touches. Get some offensive rebounds. Get some blocks. Do something. You're a big dude. Go in there and work other ways. Make a difference other ways. Be like LeBron and do it all everywhere. You have the ability, and the Spurs have the ability to win this series. But, you know, this team, you know, that's the problem with the Spurs lately, is that by the time the end of the season comes, they're an older team and they just don't have the energy to go. That's a lot of the times what happens. So, you know, not much more to say other than, you know, Houston dominated. Spurs looked awful. no need to really be, no reason to cry and die if you're a Spurs fan. Definitely, you should be concerned, and definitely you should ask yourself, or put an APB out there for LaMarcus, because he needs to show up. He needs to show up for real. It's not the same. It's not the same team when they had David Robinson and Tim Duncan leading everybody. David Robinson set the tone. Duncan kind of took the torch. They had an ironclad system built from the way up. Well, now Tim's gone, and now they have some young guys, and it's just a little bit different animal. Pop's still gonna have that team winning 55 games every year, maybe 60. Pop is the best coach of all time. There's no doubt about it. By far, easily. It's not even close, in my opinion. He's the best coach of all time. Just look what he does. If he's not winning, he's getting his team to 55. Pop will keep your franchise. Pop is worth, man. Pop's value is just. He's worth like a Jordan or a LeBron. Seriously, as a coach, as your leader, that's what he's worth, because he is going to have you. He's going to have you as a top 2 team in the West every year. Every year, you're a top 2 team in the West. That's unbelievable. This guy's been doing this. He's been doing this since like 99, 98, 97, 96, 97. 96, 97, this guy started coaching, and basically they win 50 games every year. For like 25 years. Are you kidding me? 20-something years. It's dumb. It's not even fair. Pop is a genius. But anyway, I'm totally off. I want to give props to Pop all the time, because he's just so worthy of props. It's just he's more worthy of props. He's the Michael Jordan, the LeBron James of coaching. Period. He's just on another level, and the guy can do no wrong. And if I'm getting a coach, it's Pop all day. I might even I'll probably have Pop coach my football team over everyone not named Bill Belichick, just because he's that good of a coach. That's how good Pop is. So, anyway, we'll look forward and see what happens in Game 2. I expect a much better showing by the Spurs. Do I expect to win? I'm not sure. That was a pretty darn good butt kicking. And Houston looks great. And D'Antoni looks great. So, we'll see what happens, but thanks for listening.